Okay, we are back in the seed plant. The wheat has been separated and taken to the elevator. It passed at the elevator, no problems. There was a very minute amount of vetch in it. Very minute. They didn't even notice it. So now we have the vetch that we have. It's already been put up above the cleaner. It's been separated by the spirals, the disc mill, and the seed cleaner. And we're going to start cleaning the vetch. We're going to go through the 29D screen, 4-screen seed cleaner. And I'm going to give you the screen sizes here in just a minute. And then we're going to go up into a holding bin up above and through the 20 roll Model 52 WA Rice daughter mill. This has the velvet rolls inside. And our clean vetch is going to come out here. We're going to get 3 different grades. This will be mud balls, wheat, anything that's rough coated. This will be some good vetch here. And this will be vetch that we'll recirculate and re-clean as we're running through the daughter mill. And we'll have number 1 vetch. And then we'll bag it here and sew it shut and stack it on a pallet. And it'll take our germ. Now these machines are pretty amazing machines. The rolls are on an angle, which is adjustable pitch. And they're also variable speed. But there's not much adjustment once you have them set from season to season. They're covered in velvet rolls. They turn opposing one another, and the seed goes down to crack. You can see there's 2 rolls, and then the rough stuff gets thrown out underneath these covers out here and collected in the barrels down below in 3 different grades. You'd be used on clover, hairy vetch, anything that's smooth and that's small that'll flow. They even made some bean polishing ones that had bigger openings and bigger covers. It's a simple machine. And that's what we're going to use to clean the vetch. Now we're using a 13 round hole for our number 1 screen. Number 2 screen is a 6/64 by 3/4. That'll take out your split vetch, anything smaller than the vetch. And we're just duplicating the process on number 3, and on number 4 is a 6/64 by 3/4. So now we will start cleaning seed and getting the unit set, and then we'll start taping again. Okay, we have our seed cleaner going now. We're cleaning the vetch. We've got some that rolls down over the top screen. We'll recirculate that and clean it. See the vetch under there. This is the clean vetch. Still got some weed in it, but looking real good. The daughter mill will get that out now. That's the clean vetch from the cleaner. This is the top air. There won't be much coming out of here now. These are your kernels of wheat that still have husk around them. Your hulls of vetch. And just trash and insects and so on. This tub won't even fill up on this 7,000 pounds we're cleaning. This is just rolling down the screen on the 3rd scalp screen, but we'll just recirculate that, put it back in. If we put a curtain on the inside there, it would stop most of that, but we ain't got enough to worry about. We'll get it done and just recirculate it. We're going back through the spiral separator that's upstairs. That's that blue box. And then we're going through the disc mill with what the spiral removes, just like the previous thing, but now we're concentrating on the vetch. So we're getting the last little bit of weed out. There won't be much wheat. Together in here. Coming out of the disc mill. And the vetch is going to go through the daughter mill. Through the daughter mill. And we'll have clean vetch here. Then our 664s is taking out our small vetch and small wheat, which we will re-clean with a 113 by 1/2, and that'll be number 2 vetch. Okay, now we are using the daughter mill. Nice clean vetch, ready to sell, 98.99 pure. Getting 3 grades. This will be recirculated through the machine. This is any wheat that the cleaner or disc mill missed. Broken chip, kernels of wheat, such. This is the daughter mill, how it's fed. Each set of rolls is fed from a small opening here. All the way up there. Okay, we have today, we're separating the vetch out for pure seed. Now some years I am able to use the seed cleaner, go through the seed cleaner and into the WA Rice daughter mill machine with the velvet rolls, which are discussed in another portion of this video. But this year we had a wrinkle show up because the wheat was hard to thresh. We were getting these white caps in the wheat from the combine. That's a kernel of wheat with the husk wrapped around it, and it's slick, it's smooth. So the rolls, that was in the vetch, and the rolls were not removing it, so our purity would have been low. So what we had to do, this is the vetch now, see how pure that is? Nothing in it. But what we had to do was go through the seed cleaner using a 13 round hole on the number 1 screen, 664 slotted on number 2, 12 round hole on number 3, and number 4 a 664 slotted. Now what the 664 slotted is doing is dropping small shriveled vetch and small kernels of wheat. So we're going through the cleaner, the set of screens that I just talked about, through the spiral, and the vetch then is pretty well perfectly clean. It might be a kernel vetch. From the spiral we could actually probably go right to the bagger, but I always run it through the velvet roll machine to catch any impurities that the velvet rolls might kick out. Just makes my seed look better, and then my customers are calling me wanting to buy my seed because they know the quality of it. Then what the spiral rejects from the vetch is going back through the disc mill. We replumbed our piping. The vetch is coming off the front of the disc mill and going in with the clean seed, and then the velvet rolls taking it from there. So then we got wheat coming back out. There's not much in it, but there's a little, and those white caps are longer than the vetch. So that's how we're getting that separated on the disc mill. So the disc mill, once again, we'll look at it. It has these pockets right here. You know, I think it's hard for you to see them, but the vetch gets caught in these and brought out front and drop down as these turn, and then it also polishes the wheat. You can see this fine dust that builds up over time on the whole thing. But that's what the disc mill does. That's how you get the separation, and you get wheat that you can sell, and you get the valuable vetch for the cover crops. So we use a combination of a clipper seed cleaner, spiral separator, disc separator, and a velvet roll machine down there. So you can clean Vetch without a velvet mill and do a good job with just the disc separator and the spirals. It's just a preference we like to get the extra quality for our customers. Clean Vetch in the bagging bin. We will start bagging off today, but as you can see, it's nice and black. No impurities, it's beautiful seed. This is a clean Vetch being bagged in 50-pound bags.